Mike Robinson, sideline reporter for the Rocket Radio Network, joins us to talk about UT. And first off, Mike, quarterback controversy is a loaded phrase. Nobody is suggesting there is a quarterback controversy between Eli Peters and Mitch Guidani. But certainly, Eli Peters, your MAC West Offensive Player of the Week, showed what he could do against Bowling Green. They fully expect Guidani to be back this week for Eastern Michigan. So where do the Rockets do going forward with two serviceable quarterbacks?
Well, you go with the best option, and the best option is Mitch Guidani. And you take that man because he has the wheels. He's led the team in rushing for 3 weeks in a row. And this week, obviously, he had to come out, and we finally saw the running back step up. But you have a sufficient quarterback in Eli Peters. He showed it in the second half of the Fresno game that he can get it done. And then, of course, versus BG, the rivals, he brought it home for the 9th straight time. So you could trust that man right there.
Speaking of the rushing attack against Bowling Green, we finally saw the Rockets get back on track, on the ground, good games from the running backs. Certainly something that's been missing the first half of this season.
I mean, what's lost is now found. We finally found Seymour. Where has he been? He came out last year versus Bowling Green. He had 5 touchdowns in a crushing victory down there in Bowling Green. But this year, he came back and finally got his 100-yard game that he needed. This is something that we need for the Rockets to continue to do, especially the Rockets need this as well. The offensive line, obviously, they got a lot of shakeups, new guys coming back into the fold. But this is a team that breeds on the run. I mean, we talk about Kareem Hunt, Terry Swanson, but now you got Koback in the mix, Art Tompkins. Koback came in and had a phenomenal game, and I think this is what the Rockets was missing, the lightning bolt that he is. And we saw it in high school here on BCSN, but the best thing about seeing Koback on the field is how tough of a runner he is, and he only gets stronger as he runs.
We heard from Koback what that meant for him to get back into play against Bowling Green, but to get that type of victory against BG, extra sweet for the Springfield native.
Oh, you know he liked it. I mean, you put the sugar on top for that one because this is a team that the Rockets actually struggled against. I mean, defensively, we got to figure things out. Right now, we were having a lot of issues trying to stop the run and the pass. Most importantly, we got to stop the run and make tackles up front. But for the Rockets' rushing attack, it's perfect. This is a perfect storm. We finally had some balance, and this is what this team needs to continue to win games.
Let's talk about defense. Rockets gave up a lot of yards, gave up a lot of points. That's been an issue with Toledo all season long. But bigger picture, it's an issue with the entire league. You look at the defenses in the MAC. Most of those MAC defenses are near the bottom in the national rankings for total defense. It doesn't seem like anybody outside of maybe Buffalo has a good defense in the MAC this year.
Well, defense wins championships, and we'll find out who wins the MAC championship. Right now, one thing I got to give credit to is A.J. Claire. I mean, Claire, what a running back. This guy really stepped up, made a lot of plays. He averaged 9.8 yards, and that's something the Rockets cannot afford to do. I mean, that's averaging a first down every time you touch the football. So the Rockets got to shore this defense up front. They didn't get any sacks, and that's another kind of downside to this team. But the secondary played out of their mind. They made a lot of plays. And Josh Teachy, I mean, you got to love the way he played football because he stepped up big moments for this football team.
Moving forward, Toledo heads to Ypsilanti on Saturday to take on Eastern Michigan, a 2-4 Eastern Michigan team, but they've lost 2 games in overtime. The 2 other losses, both by single digits. So this is an Eagle team this is a program that's much different than what it was 5-6 years ago. Even though they're 2-4 this year, this is a very tough Eastern team.
This is not a team the Rockets should sleep on. I mean, you're going to go into their house. This is a team that's going to be ready to play football. I mean, they understand the Rockets have their struggles on the ground. Everybody that's played against the Rockets have been able to have their way in the run game. So guess what? Eastern Michigan's looking at the same thing. How can we throw the flare pass out to the running back on the outside? That's something that the Rockets have to stop. It's happened 3 weeks in a row, and if they don't stop, this is going to be a trend that's going to continue to happen, and it's going to leave the A and the B gaps wide open for that inside run.
Last couple of years when we talked about Eastern Michigan, that meant we talked about Brogan Roback. Well, He's no longer with Eastern. He graduated. They've got a new quarterback. What does that mean for their offense?
Well, their offense is pretty good. You talk about Gunnar Oaks. I mean, he had a nice one-handed catch last week, and this is a kid from Northwest Ohio. So you love seeing those athletes get an opportunity to step out on the field. Their offense, they still making plays. They got playmakers, but our defense has to stop the big plays. We can play football with anybody in the country. I believe that. It's just having to stop the big plays because that's what hurts the Rockets football team the most.
Second road trip of the season for Toledo, but a much closer road trip. They went, 2,300 miles across country for Fresno State. Now it's just 40 miles up 23 to take on Ypsilanti in the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Mike Robinson, sideline reporter for the Rocket Radio Network. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.